You're terrible at pressing the
Like
button.
Bill O'Reilly, who I don't
Terrible.
really like, but that's okay. Hey, guess what?
Hey,
We're live. Isn't that fun? This is a surprise. I wasn't expecting to go live tonight, but we had some difficulties come up with the hunt. So just in case if you're expecting the hunt to come on tonight, unfortunately Tony's having some computer issues and wasn't able to get the show going. So I decided to go ahead and go live with something that I had an idea of when I did last week on Sunday, the Sunday Night Heat episode, which was very fun. Me going live and having a good time. So what's this all about? What is this? This is just a live show, but this is episode 0, as you can see under where it says under Boston Chris Comics. Welcome to my Fantastic Forum. This is the Fantastic Forum, episode 0. So this is kind of the underground, preview of a show that I'm going to be doing. I don't have a date or time picked out specifically, but I'm going to end up doing a little bit more live. Just having some fun, hanging out. So thank you for watching. You're more than welcome to tell your friends about it, to get them all in and everything else. We have with us, or with me, I have 2 of my better friends in the YouTube community. Who Dat Comics, my partner on graphic content, and Bleecker Street Comics, aka Reverend Fingerblaster, the head of the church of the comic community, and proprietor of Slab or Not the Slab. Nominated, both of them are actually nominated for the CBCA Awards. So if you haven't voted yet, go to the CBCA Awards, vote for your favorites. But if you happen to like Bleak stuff, give him a vote. The man puts in a lot of hard work to make that all happen, to entertain you.
Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I see that you have yourself right now just a little tablet you're trying to draw. I saw that. So you want to tell us a little bit more about what you're doing with that? Are you going to be doing some live drawing or just?
Yeah, I did a small video, an unboxing video. I'm just okay. So obviously, I can draw. I'm not an excellent artist or anything. I don't profess to be an artist by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm really I want to I like doing projects. I like immersing myself in things. I do like wood carving was a big thing for me for a while, and I built a lot of the tables in my apartment. My living room table, my TV table. I built all this stuff. So I like to build things. I like to be artistic, and I want to do something with comics or cartoons or just like nothing crazy, nothing like I don't want to charge anybody the money, but I want to draw stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that going digital would be best because doing like art on a piece of paper, you have to do high resolution scans. I only have markers, and markers don't take high resolution scans very well. There's a whole bunch of issues with it. So I thought that I would learn how to draw on a computer. And since I don't really draw very well, and I don't use computers at all, I thought it would be very interesting to make a new series about learning how to draw on the computer, and maybe people can join me and maybe learn how to draw as well.
Oh, that's good stuff. I like that. I myself have always wanted to learn to draw. I've always been shouldn't say always wanted to learn to draw. I've always been one who really, really liked drawing and art and everything like that. And when I was growing up in elementary school and everything, they killed our art programs very early on. Like we had art, and was it like from kindergarten until about 3rd grade, and then they just cut it off, and then there was no art at all whatsoever until I want to say about 8th grade or so. So, and by that time, it's one of those things where it's very easy to get discouraged when you're in school, and it's like some people can draw, some people can't, and then people just consistently telling you that you're not good, so you kind of just give it up and don't go back to it. So that happened to me for the most part. Like I was very, I would say I still kind of am, kind of shy about showing stuff that I've done, just because of the fact that you get ridiculed as much as you do, or that back in the day you used to get ridiculed for things. But I actually, funny enough, like you say that, like I was just messing around and decided that, like, let me just go ahead and check out some, just different stuff to see what I can do, and just kind of following along with different people. So I've been, doing a couple of drawings myself. Nothing, I don't think it's great, but it's just, just to get out there and, do it. So that's really cool. And I think that that's, a very interesting and fun stream to have. And I think it's just a cool thing to do to, kind of, give yourself, I guess, a hobby outside of just, collecting and everything else. And on top of that, just to, you know, I guess touch yourself out, see what you can do, stretch those muscles that, you that a lot of people don't do creatively, which is good stuff.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's a again. Yeah, it definitely gives you something to do. Gives you another hobby, and it's. I like the reason I play golf, man. It's difficult to do. So this is pretty difficult to do. So we'll see what happens.
Mm. Well, there you go. Like I don't golf, so
I do. I
um
like golfing. Golf is pretty fun, actually.
I've never been like the most I've ever done with any kind of golfing was miniature golf and or I like if you're talking about actual golfing, like trying to get the ball in the hole. Miniature golf is the extent of what I've ever done. But I did go to a driving range once, and I actually was surprised that this is a long time ago, but at the time I was able to hit the ball much further than I thought I could. Like I was just like I thought I was just going to be like just all right, little stupid, but I was actually able to drive it. I think I drove one or two out of a bucket. I was consistently hitting around 180, and then I drove a couple of 275. So I was like, oh wow. But I mean, it's just a couple balls I actually got a hold of. That was like, okay. But by no means am I a golfer. I'm not a golfer or a driver at all. I just, just did that kind of for fun. But let's see. So we have Splash Page Comics in the chat, and Splash, if you're not paying attention, this actually I would say is probably a good time to go ahead and remind you that he's doing a giveaway, and he's got 3 videos out that have the rules and questions, but he's got a couple others spread across YouTube that have a couple of questions in there that you might want to go ahead and check out. And if you know Splash Page's channel and his content, he has just an incredible collection. So the fact that he's going ahead and going to go ahead and potentially give the winner some books. I'm not saying they're going to be grails, not saying they're going to be anything, humongously great, but they are going to be some fun books that he has that, out of his collection. There's going to be, I mean, like I said, they won't be necessarily grails. Like you're not going to get like AF-15 or nothing like that. But, he does have doubles of very good books and triples and quadruples in some cases. So enter his contest, check it out, because what Splash is doing is almost kind of like he described it as kind of a comic book scavenger hunt. So there's a lot of rules, there's a lot of questions that he's asked already, and he's going to be taking those videos down. So tomorrow he's gonna do, I guess, a video with more stuff, and then and I think it's like from what he described, the official entry information is going to be in that video, and then the prior videos are going away. So if you have time tonight, go check out his channel, look at those videos, follow the instructions that he tells you about where to go to get the other videos to find out those other questions, and then get yourself to the point where you can watch tomorrow and enter with ease. Because I have a feeling that this is going to be a giveaway contest that if you miss out on, you're going to kick yourself. So I'm entering, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not really the contest entering type all the time. Like I will enter here and there, but this one is one I would never miss. And this is regardless of all the rules he's putting in and all the hoops he's making us jump through, which I keep saying, like, dude, I think you're making us do a little bit too much, but that's all right. He says he gets reinforcement from the people that he's like. Some people are like, oh, I love this. This is amazing. I'm like, yeah, okay. It's amazing until he starts making you do all this crazy stuff, but it's all good. I think that it's just gonna be fun to see like what this next video is. So that's dropping, he said, I think 3 p.m. tomorrow. I think it's Central Time. So 4 Eastern and whatever If you're on the West Coast, I don't know what time that is, like 1 o'clock maybe. I don't know. Figure it out. But 3 p.m. Central Time, and then just figure out your time zone and watch it because the other videos are going away. So make sure that you have all those clues and stuff. Because if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. You're out. That's it. Um, let's see. What else do we have going on here? So I'm actually kind of curious what it is that you have that you're drawing on there. What are you just messing around with? Just
All right. Well, so I drew a. So this looks like shit right now, but this is just a sketch layer. These are layers on this, which I'm attempting to do. I don't know anything about
I
this,
saw Ahsoka.
but I have drawn this at one point in time.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm attempting to draw this on the computer. Since I already have drawn it once, I figured that I would attempt to draw this on the computer and see what it looks like.
Oh crap! I gotta take my medicine.
Right now, it looks like absolute crap.
Well, you know what? So are you using like Photoshop?
No, I'm using Clip Studio or Clip Studio Art.
All right. So I don't. I've downloaded that. I've never really used it because I have Photoshop. But what I'd recommend, just to make sure that if you're having trouble with trying to, I guess, get like perspective and stuff like that, watch tutorial videos on that, specifically on perspective, just because if you're able to do it well on paper but you're just having trouble translating that onto a computer, watch that, and then they'll be able to tell you like what kind of guidelines that you can set up within it to kind of get you better acclimated to what's going on the screen. There's a ton of people that will use that just to kind of get themselves set and have all these little grid lines and stuff. And then the best part is that you can make them all go away because you make a new layer, and then after you're all done.
That's exact. So right now, again, I'm just doing one layer. It's just like sort of a sketch, but I don't know anything about it. Like I know a little bit about it because I've been watching tutorial videos, but it's not something you pick up on in one day. It's also weird drawing on a tablet in front of you and having to look up at a screen. That's a little different as well. So it's an interesting challenge, but I feel like being able to color it will be really awesome. I feel like using the paint will be great. Using the different brushes will be cool. I think that there's also like a comic book setting on here, so like I could do a few pages of a comic book if I really wanted to. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Again, it wouldn't be anything awesome, but it might be hilarious. Might be hilarious. You don't know. Could be funny.
Yeah. No, I'll say this much. I mean, you going about it this way, there's a lot that, I mean, never mind just, trying to, figure out drawing and everything like that. Like, we'll just learn to draw together and everything. So, learning that and getting better in that regard, but then also learning, a brand new tool and, learning, a whole new program. So it's you've bitten off a big chunk of, you've bitten off a lot. So it's just like, it's tough to kind of get all that together and then be like, okay, now I can draw something that looks like something like.
Right now it looks like I'm drawing like I'm a 3-year-old at this point, but it is what it is. I know how to make a perfect circle. I know how to, make squares and rectangles, and I'm trying to figure out how to move stuff like individual pieces around, so I like in case I misplace them or whatever, and so move them over, nudge them over a little bit, things like that. Just little tips and tricks. Like I know a little bit. I know sort of how to draw. I'm not a terrible artist. It's not, not the best, but I think I can draw.
You know what? I look at it like this. I think that everybody is their own worst critic when it comes to that type of stuff. Where it's just like, like I've seen actual comic book artists like, this is just. I mean, I wish I could do better. This is so bad. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there like, I'm sorry, what? this is bad. Do you want me to give it a try and show you bad? Because I can show you bad if you want to see bad. Like what you did was amazing. Like this is great. Like I can give you bad if you really want to see bad. And it's just like, but for this, so I mean, in their own standards, there's no such thing as an actual, perfectly done, well drawing. And then and if you were to give somebody, if you give an artist just unlimited time, they're gonna keep refining and doing it. Like I've had the same thing with sketch covers. You think, all right, like here you go, and this and that, and they think, oh, I'm still working. I'm just like, I just wanted to change with this one thing and everything like that. So it's pretty crazy. Hey, Christina Payne, how you doing?
Christina
Thank you
Payne.
for joining us tonight. We're just talking about Bleeka, who is going to do more drawing stuff on his channel. He's stepping into the world of digital art, learning to draw on a Wacom tablet, and and also learning clip art studio. So there's a lot of that. I think that there will be potentially an unboxing video or something like that that's required from Splash. And you know what? I just so happen to have something to unbox. So I'm doing it now. I'm getting ahead of the curve. And this is my unboxing video, Splash. So I'm going to unbox my thing and I'm going to say, where's my goddamn prize? That's the way it is.
And he can't say anything because
Pretty
he's
lucky.
here. He's here live, so you don't have to send him the video.
You did win Whodats giveaway. You might, you've been pretty lucky lately.
Well, we'll see what happens. Just because, I mean, the numbers for this Splash giveaway is going to be ridiculous. I know that just because, I mean, the look of excitement was like, you might be giving away books. Like everybody just jumped up. Oh, I'm in. So he's going to have so many.
Pretty sure only one person is going to be able to enter that.
I don't know. Yeah,
pretty complicated.
We'll see. We'll see who makes the final cut. But we'll have to check it out and see what happens. But I think there's going to be a high volume of entries. Who actually makes the final cut will be the one. But see, so here's my thing that I'm unboxing, just to show you. It's right here. And oh wow, bunch of stuff. So I didn't even. All right, hold on. Let's see. So, this I got from Whatnot. There was a show being done by Nemesis Prime. So if you're not familiar with Nemesis Prime, he has the Comic-Con podcast with Manimal, and they do a weekly podcast, discussing new comics, just stuff within the community, all types of stuff. And so he was live on a Whatnot sale, and he decided that he was going to go ahead and just sell some stuff. So he had a con exclusive that I didn't pick up at Terrificon, but I'm happy he had it, so I was able to pick it up. So this was what he sent along with it. So got a nice Comic-Con podcast coaster. So there we go. And then just to let you guys know, here's the Comic-Con podcast. So you can check them out on Spotify, iTunes, Instagram. They're on there. And then he's got the QR code and everything like that. So definitely check them out because it's a really cool show. They talk about a lot of good stuff. And, if you're reading, modern comics and everything with them, like they have a ton of like just really cool insight into everything that's out there and everything. So like they're consistent. Like they read all the stuff. But he sent me, I'm trying to make sure I get this here. This book along with, and this is really cool. So this came along with what I actually bought, which is awesome. Oh wow! So I got here the Mad Love Art book, which I think this was the book that he had done with the artist that he had, and I forget the guy's name. It's tough to pronounce, but you get this nice.
Make it so bigger. Make it so bigger.
Oh, that's right. That's right. See, I'm new to this. This is why I make mistakes. Boom. So here we go. So nice Comic-Con #1 Ahsoka cover called Mad Love.
Limited. Limited to how many?
Yes, limited to 25. So got number 19 out of 25. I'm happy with that. And this, and I'm sure that Whodats gonna have something to say about this. But all right, here we go. Let me see. So this is the Virgin variant by V. Ken Marion. That's his name. V. Ken Marion was the artist on this one. And so this was a Terrificon exclusive that they had, and it is Ninja Turtles #1. So check this out. Tell me that's not a sick cover.
That's cool. I'm not doing like BLC, Big Lion Cat. I'm not trying to get every Turtles new run that come out. I go broke.
Yeah, but this is really cool. And then they actually this actually was on a skateboard deck as well. That one of our friends from the 3 Men in the Basement, Chinmo, ended up winning, and he ended up getting a bunch of people to like do sketches on it and everything. So that was incredible. So just a really cool artist, and again, a couple guys that are in the community that have that podcast like actually put out their own exclusive cover. So really cool stuff there. But we have a guest in the back, royalty, if you will, from down under, none other than the Prince, Kyle Walker.
G'day.
Hey,
What's going on, Kyle?
Hey guys, it's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been a long time. It's been at least what 4 or 5 months since we talked.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're able to make it over.
I watched your live stream the other night and it was great. I was watching it. But old
Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I'm right about that. I heard the word I'm hearing that you actually got to 1,000 subscribers. Is that true?
It is true. But
He broke 1,000, folks. We've been trying to get Kyle to 1,000 for God. It has to be at least. I remember. So when we first started doing that, that was about maybe 8 or 9 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago.
yeah,
And
the fake content,
the giveaway.
giveaway.
And I think at the time you were around 200. So it's been a while, but you got there, which is amazing.
I went from like 50 subs to 200 with that fake. So yeah,
that's incredible. That's really cool. I'm excited for that. I'm glad that you actually hit that milestone. That's great stuff. So I am curious, with that since we last talked, are you any closer to getting the book that you need to finish your X-Men run? Because if you don't know about Kyle Walker's collection, Kyle Walker has one of the premier X-Men collections. He's got practically a full run of X-Men. And not just the X-Men, just straight regular title, like all the tie-ins, anything that has to do with the X-Men, this man owns it all. So, and I think he only needed you needed like 3 issues left? It was either 3 or 4 issues to have a full run of X-Men.
Yeah, it's 2 now. I
2
and a #1. Yeah.
So a 4 and a #1.
Yeah.
Because the last time I think you needed was it the first Havoc? I think it was 58. You needed a 58, a 4, and I think 1 and a 2. I think you needed.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the 2 from
Evan. Yeah.
Evan.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 left. Have you prepared yourself for what happens when you get, those 2 books? Like is that it? Is Kyle Walker done?
I'm done.
Is it over?
I'm done.
That's it.
Yeah.
Huh?
He can rest. He can put him to rest. Take him to the pasture.
Flesh Page thinks I'm lying, but I'm done. So yeah, can you see me all right? Am I not loud?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're coming in.
Oh, you like that?
Oh,
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't know, Kyle is from New Zealand, so this is all the way across the world. And look how good his signal is. That's some good internet down there in New Zealand.
So yeah,
He's always in the future.
That's true. Kyle knows Kyle already knows what the temperature is going to be like tomorrow because he's living in tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like getting warm here, like you cooling down and we're getting warmer. So
yeah.
He's the only person I know has a seafood Christmas buffet.
Oh yes, that's right. He used to send photos in our old group chat, of Christmas barbecue with seafood on the old barbecue, and
Yeah, no, like well, that's an experience on its own. Just because up here it's very cold, so it's like nobody's out there having a barbecue buffet out here. Like when it comes to Christmas time, it's just cold and everybody needs to bundle up and everything. But down there though, it's just like, oh, you guys can be out on the porch having a good time, just chilling outside and in the nice weather. I mean, so that I have to say I'm a little jealous of, but having grown up around snow the whole time, I don't know how I'd react to a warm and
yeah.
temperate Christmas.
And I'd be the same if I was over there for Christmas. I'd be going,
oh my god, no! If you came over here for Christmas, but at least up to if you came up this way for Christmas, you would be miserable just because you'd be oh, there's snow, great, and you'd be over that snow in about 2 seconds just because it's cold. Like the first day it's like 20 degrees, you'd be like, yeah, I'm done with this. I am finished with this. There's not Celsius, just 20.
Unless he like comes like where I live or Florida, and then he'd be like, okay, this is like normal.
Yeah, no, it's close to it. So
yes, right.
I can deal with that. But no, where I live at is just like it's 20 degrees, and they have this wonderful thing called the wind chill. So even though it says 20 degrees, when that wind gets on you, guess what? It drops way down. So it's just like, oh, it's 20 degrees, but with the wind, it feels like it's -5. It's like, oh, goody.
So what's everybody been getting lately? I'm sort of.
I just showed a couple of pickups that I got from
Whatnot. I'll show some. I can show some stuff. Speaking of Whatnot, and speaking of people we know. So this is why you shouldn't go on Whatnot late at night. When you're tired, you spend money you wasn't trying to spend, trying to save money for Heroes Con. So I didn't spend. I didn't spend a ton of money, but I did spend money. So here we go. Let me get these. So I unboxed these today from our buddy King of the Golden State.
Oh, nice.
So we got the Prince of New Zealand here, and this is from King of the Golden State. Yeah. So I ended up getting the first appearance of Mystique.
Oh, cool.
So Miss Marvel 18, he threw that
I want to upgrade mine.
This one's probably like a mid-grade copy. So that's that one. Then he threw up this.
Oh, nice.
Almost probably like 32.
Yep.
So I'll show this one next. And then he said this one's a nice copy. I looked at over this book. It's probably like a 9.6 after you press it. But that up, first Thunderbolts.
There it is.
Yeah,
which is a good book, good spec that it's not a spec book to pick up because the price is dropped. So and we are getting the movie. The movie's finished. They said the teaser had looked good at Comic-Con. And this one, I think I sold my copy, so I had to pick another one up. I think I sold my copy.
Oh, nice. I like that book. That's one of my favorites.
So, yeah. First Mary Jane on cover with Spidey fighting some bad guys right behind the curtain.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was. Oh, and it has a cool date stamp. It's it's January 11th, 1968.
There you go.
So, there you go. So that's what I got from King of the Golden State on Whatnot. He does Whatnots. I think at least twice a week. I think he does it.
Yeah.
And he starts everything at $2.
Hey, Steppo, what's going on? He starts all at $2. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So all that stuff started at $2. It didn't end at $2, but they started at $2.
Yeah.
I mean, if it ended at $2, that would be just incredible. But now I understand why you're saying that. It can be dangerous just because you go on there and it's only $2, and then of course pride gets the best of you when you're sitting there like, no, you're not getting this book. I'm getting this book. Bid, and you're like, and then there goes my saving for the convention, but we'll see.
I didn't go crazy where I'd be like, oh crap, you know what I mean? I was just like, oh, and I wasn't too mad because, like I said, I think that ASM book I didn't have, and I do have this already, but it's always good to have like a reader copy. It'll end up on the Band of Brothers auction. and this one's actually really nice. Not nice as like an 8.0 or better. It's probably like a 7 to 7.5.
Yeah.
It's a good grade for this type of book if somebody looking to start off with. And I
Right.
thought, like I said, the Thunderbolts is just a book that's dropped. It was dropped, and I think when that trailer drops, and what I've heard about the trailer, I think people are gonna go back in. And this is just a classic. It's a classic book. So.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
At least I didn't go crazy and buy stuff. You know what I mean? Like worthless stuff.
yeah, no, exactly. I'm curious, like, to see what that movie, how that will kind of go because of the fact. I mean, not that the movie's going to do anything bad. I think that book, being the first Thunderbolts, it's a different team though. The movie's team is going to be different from the actual comic, so it may be a little, it might be kind of interesting to see how that works out because it's not the same people that are in that book. But then again, what's going to happen is that they're going to make, most likely, if they haven't done it already, a comic with that exact lineup and call it Thunderbolts. And then you'll be, oh, okay, well, this is the actual true first print of this actual team. So it'll end up being like a little minor key with, the actual true first and everything, kind of like Guardians. Like you have the first page of the Guardians of the Galaxy, in that with Marvel Superheroes 18 or whatever it is, but then you have the actual first real team in that Annihilation Conquest book. So there's
What's
always
up, Susie?
hey Susie, it's always kind of funny to see how that kind of all shakes out once you have new titles that kind of are now going to be used to, I guess, mirror the MCU and the comics. So. Al, anything new? Anything that you've been picking up at all? Have you picked up anything new that you want to show?
I've been buying a wee bit lately.
Here we go.
Yeah, I've got to trade figures a bit more lately, but I've got some comics as well. So
Yeah, didn't you do a toy video recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. That's what I watched it. I was like,
so I spent a wee bit of money, got myself a really vintage, nice
Nice.
Boba
Let me go ahead and make you big now. Look at that.
So it's
now,
a real.
Is that the Kenna one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Kenna one. Yep. So that cost me a wee bit of money, but I've always wanted a real nice one. And I did. Oh, I've just dropped my stuff.
if y'all don't know Kyle, when he starts showing some of his toys, he always knocks something out.
So this.
Oh, look at that. So the Scout Walker, aka the Egg Walker, or whatever, the Chicken Walker, that's what they call it.
So the box is actually in quite good condition. So I've actually put a protector case for
ATST, I think.
Off eBay, so that's coming in the post. And I bought a replacement gun for the top of it. This gun, I got a deal on it, so it was missing that gun, so I got that. So that was cool. And then I got this. I had to have it. This was like a couple of.
Oh wow! Is that the? Let's see. Is that the first Survivor? No, that's second Survivor Series.
This Survivor Series 6-1. So I don't have a video player, but it looks cool like that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we don't have video players anymore either.
So crazy enough, I do. My wife saved an actual VCR because she had old recital videos and stuff. So she has them.
J. Scott Campbell.
I got that one. I have that. And
that's nice.
Magic.
I had to have. It reminded me of the old X Factor.
Yeah, that's like a really old look to it. That's cool. It's vintage.
And then
look at that.
I'm wasting dollars on modern comics, but well.
That's really cool.
Yeah, actually, it's just a retelling of Thor's their story, but it's not done. It's quite good. It's quite funny. There were.
Wow.
Then I got this. This was really good, actually. I really enjoyed reading that. That's the bloody variant version.
Okay.
There's the regular version, and then
Yep.
a poly.
Oh,
So,
nice.
yeah, I'm a
You know, I have to wonder how Dan Rasa feels about that, because Dan Rasa, he was a long time Uncle
And
Scrooge.
I bought this as well.
Doctor Who?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the latest one. Well, it's not the latest, it's the newer one now, but that was.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
what I've been getting lately. Oh, hang on, I don't know if you've seen. Sorry, second. This comic, I got this recently. So
Ooh, yeah, nice.
Ooh, that's first Dane Whitman, huh?
yeah, but I got it because of Magneto.
Magneto, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get. Well, you know, if I do complete the X-Men, I do want to get. There's a couple of comics I'm missing, and that's the first. What's the name? X-23 and the first Saber. Those two comics, so they may get put onto my list of comics that I need.
First X-23, did you say first Sabretooth?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think I've got about everything apart from Wolverine, of course. But
I would have thought you already had that.
no,
Wow.
I've never got those. So yeah, that's my wee hauls and shit for me. I
That's
haven't been buying comics, to be honest. And then I just bought a bunch of brand, odd ones lately. So
I gotta show Kyle this, and she showed his I'm not gonna take it all the way out, but there you go.
Orlando. Hold on.
Orlando.
oh yeah,
Cool. That.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's graded.
Graded. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've never seen it graded like that.
80 plus.
80 plus.
I like that.
This is the no teeth Lando, because they have one where he has teeth, which
Yeah.
it's kind of creepy, and
Yeah.
and then I wanted the no teeth one because the no teeth one it's not creepy like the teeth one. The teeth one is very, very creepy, but yeah, that was kind of cool. I saw that. I picked it up.
Susie wants to know, Bleak, are you drawing?
I am, Susie, yes.
What are you working on? Anything cool?
He's working on that picture you told us.
I'm working on a picture, but it's just I'm just honestly practicing to be perfectly honest. Sort of trying to get my. I've never drawn digitally before, and it's interesting to say the least. When you zoom up really close, it's actually pretty good for a guy that can't see. So it's not. It's a little nicer. You can zoom in on this stuff. There's a few things that are pretty cool, but we'll figure it out.
What was I gonna say? I have actually one more thing that I can unbox. So Splash, if you're counting unboxings and everything for the contest, I get 2. So put another check mark next to me. Give me an extra point or something, okay? Because I actually got this. So this came from Hudat from his short box sale, which that happened last week, and I'll say this much: Shortboxed is a very different type of platform as far as it's close. It's very close to like eBay and everything like that as far as kind of how it works. But I mean, when you go into it and how you do the bids and everything, it's very close to what eBay is like. And I would say if you're eagle-eyed, you can get some really good deals depending on what goes on and how it happens. But I got this from Hudat last week. I should say ended. What was it? Last Saturday.
It ended. Almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah. So I was able to pick up a book that let me see. Let me get this open and I can show you what it is.
Actually, no, it wasn't 2 weeks. It ended on the 31st of August. So it was a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago. So have this here, and I'll show you this. I'll just make myself a little bigger. So this is what I got from that auction, and you know, a lot of people got some really good deals. Some things, went for very low prices, not because there wasn't enough time to inform. It's just with it being an auction, people try to score deals, and that's how that goes. So overall, there was some great books, great selection. So for those who were able to participate and see what was going on, there were some really good books. So what I would say is that if you have the chance to go on there, if he does another one of those auctions, be sure to check it out because there's always good stuff on there. I mean, the amount of books that he had up there and the type of books that he had up there were just really, really good. So, never let it be said that Who Dat doesn't, show some really good stuff when the time comes. So, come on, tape. There we go. All right. So I was able to get this, which I actually haven't bought too many of these, but I do really like, the Jack Kirby stuff that he was doing while he was over at DC. So, there's some really just fun books that he has. So I was able to pick up Mr. Miracle. This is number 6, and this is, I think, the first team appearance of the Female Furies.
Yeah.
You sexy thing.
Yeah, and the Funky Flashman, which the Funky Flashman is basically a caricature of Stan Lee. So this is him kind of like, giving Stan Lee a hard time in the book, like just kind of, showing him as a comic book character and, playing him up and making fun of him just because he could. Because at that time, I think they had really had a big falling out and weren't really, the best of friends. So that's just, just a fun book to have. And like I said, I really do like the stuff that he was doing over there because I feel like he had, I feel like if you read a lot of Jack's stuff, it all kind of seems like it's interconnected. Even his stuff with Marvel, like like the was it the was it not Inhumans, the other one's the Eternals. The Eternals kind of almost feels like it could fit into the Forever People and Mr. Miracle and all the Apocalypse stuff just because of the way that it's drawn, the way the stories are told. Like he was very consistent with that type of stuff. So I kind of have a theory that all that stuff, even though it existed at different times, that it's still kind of interconnected. All of his things.
Wasn't there an apocalypse scene at the end of one of the movies? Isn't he? He's supposed to be coming, isn't he?
Oh, Darkseid?
I thought it was Apocalypse. They all went back in time or some bullshit into Egypt. I can't remember which movie it was.
Oh no, yeah. No, so well, that was in the what was it? That was in Days, I think, of Future Past or whatever it was. It was an end credit scene, and then that led up to the X-Men Apocalypse movie. So they've already done that.
I think it was in a more recent movie, but I could be very wrong. They're all blending in at this point. So
yeah, they
did a very bad job on Apocalypse. That Apocalypse movie, I wasn't very impressed with it.
Yeah, well, the Apocalypse I'm talking about is Darkseid's home in DC.
Oh yes, that Apocalypse. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like I said, it's just a theory I have that like all of the Jack Kirby stuff is kind of interconnected. Where you have, especially like the stuff that he did in the Bronze Age, you could easily place it, in between Marvel and DC with no problem, as long as you don't have like Superman and stuff like the stuff that is just standalone stories without major characters like in between them.
Yeah, he did that on purpose, though. He did shit like that on purpose because he was mad at Marvel.
Actually, yeah. And I think that's
he fucked over Marvel and gave like the New Gods and all that shit. It's he might as well call it the Eternals.
So you have to unbox what you win if you win. Well, yeah, we know that. I was saying just in general, like as far as if you were requiring an unboxing, I have 2 of them, so I want two.
The Real Rude 6, Miss Susie Q's in the house. Real Rude just subbed up here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I would say, you know, that I don't hold any grudges for people like, oh, I didn't realize I wasn't sub to you. You know why? Just because we watch so much stuff that it's very easy to be, oh, I never pressed the sub button. I just keep watching your stuff and don't do that. So thank you very much, Rude. I'm glad to have you on board as a subscriber.
It's hard to watch everybody's content, man. I try to sub up everybody, but it's hard to watch everybody.
Yeah, because we I mean, it's
we have a big community, and there's a lot of people doing a lot of things.
Yeah, Reno. We have the biggest small community in the world, where it's just like there's a lot of stuff to watch, and if you try to watch it all, you will not have time to do it all, just because there's too many videos. Even if people
I feel guilty half the time, like, oh fuck, I forgot, I didn't see that video, or I missed that video, or whatever the case may be. But it's what it is.
Exactly, but it's fun though. It's fun to just be able to go ahead and be like, oh, let me check this out. And I think really the way that I will try to catch up with people's stuff is kind of using it as just kind of in the background, and if I don't see it, I at least can hear it. And then if they have something that's like really cool, like if they're doing an unboxing, then I'll sit and watch it. But if there's just just talking about movies, comic market, just anything like that, I'll kind of have it on in the background and just listen to it, kind of like a podcast type thing.
Yeah, same thing, same deal. I was I didn't watch any YouTube today. I slept most of the day after work, and then I watched some of that new anime Terminator. It's pretty good.
Oh, really? What is that on?
I think it's Netflix, and it's pretty cool, man.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy it, especially if you like. I love the Terminator. I always tell people my collection always has revolved around movies and shows that I liked when I was a kid, things I couldn't have when I was a kid, shit like that. It's always been. And Terminator is no different.
Yeah, like I have to say, like I agree with Susie when she said that, like, having your favorites and everything, and that's just part of the community, and just going in. It's like, what, you have things that you watch consistently, and then come across other things. So that's no problem. There's room for everybody, and as long as you kind of are out there checking things out, like, and enjoying what you're watching, it's the best that we can hope for.
Mostly I try to support my friends, and then I watch other shows in between, man. That's pretty much it.
Exactly. Like you mentioned the anime thing. I've been seeing on commercials on Cartoon Network and stuff like that for they're doing an anime version of Rick and Morty.
It's pretty good. I've watched some of it. I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan. Obviously, know that.
I figured you would be into that. Like, man, I was actually kind of curious though. Do you think that like you can be like, the anime style, it ruined it? It should always be this way, or
I'm not one of those people that thinks something should always be a certain way. I do think that the guy that plays Rick now, the guy that voices Rick, it's hard to explain it, but it's not Rick. He sounds just like him. He sounds like him. He's got some inflections that are right, but he doesn't have that animosity towards life that the other guy had. There's something that the other guy had in his real life that he put into that character, and this guy just can't get that inflection, which is fine. Which it's still semi the same, and I still enjoy it, but it's the anime is not too bad either. It's all right. It's different, completely different. It's fun. It's anime. Everybody's going, oh no, and crying all the time. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Ru. That is really just nice thing to say. I mean, we just honestly, like, I come on just to have some fun and talk about just different things, with comics, just, and just basically hang out and talk with people. So I'm glad that, we're able to go ahead and provide, a little bit of entertainment, just to kind of help things out and just, hang out with everybody and just kind of, have a good time, just chilling out and relaxing, together. So that's cool. Thank you very much.
I'm not a huge YouTuber or anything. I don't have a huge following, but I've been sent messages that say thank you for going live on certain days that people are just feeling like crap. So when that just like, yes, instead of people going, did you see what that guy said? What a douchebag.
yeah. like I have to say that that is something I really, really, really hope burns out hopefully soon, just because it's too much of that. Like really, it's just it's gotten to the point where it's just like, you know, okay, so this is the. I mean, and I've seen it before. And like there's not to say that like there's never been anyone who's ever done drama for clicks or nothing like that. Like, but like it's just over the top now. It's just like like I would much rather ignore all that, which I have. I ignore all that nonsense, and I just kind of just stick with what I like. I'm not gonna.
We always have though during the years. We've just done our own.
That's the thing. It's like I'm not gonna get dragged into all that. You know what I mean? I'm just like I'd rather talk about. I'd rather see what new stuff that you got. What's drawing, what books who that picked up.
But we all know the guys that do it. It's like there. I saw 3 or 4 clickbait titles today. I'm not going to mention their names, but we all know the 3 or 4 that are all like, okay, and that guy's going to yell at everybody and want to fight everybody. That guy's going to call everybody. That guy's going to call
none of that. Like actually,
that guy's going to say the market's crashing, and that other guy's going to say something else. They all have their shtick.
I'm hurt, Alan. I'm hurt. And he's like, oh, and like it's funny because I like to mess with Alan because he's like, oh, he's like, okay, in the next one, I swear. I'm like, no, I'm just joking with you. And I was like, so you see how it is? I was like, I'm hurt. You didn't even invite me. I was like, I was like, Boston Chris tears. I hope you're happy. And he smiled at that. So I was like, all right, he knows I'm joking now. But like he was on there, and he had Steppo and a couple other guys, Lettuce Comics and Matt Likes Comics. And another guy, I didn't catch the name when I was watching it, but and they were just talking about grills they wanted and just collecting and just and it was good. Like that's what I like that because it's refreshing. It's like, okay, this is where you want to kind of go and see things like leave all that other baggage outside. Like this is what we're here for. At least in my mind, this is what I'm.
Oh, I agree. I still like watching.
I don't come in for anything
videos and. I like watching the haul videos still and people digging through the boxes,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
who was I watching? Somebody, and he was at a con and he was swapping books for other books. I thought that was kind of cool. He'd buy a book and then trade it with someone else to get another book, and he ended up getting a Hulk 180. I can't remember which channel I was watching today, but
I saw so that sounds like Lunch Money Comics.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah,
yes.
And I thought that was kind of cool. It was cool.
So he started out with the X-Men. So with the X-Men 1, the Jim Lee X-Men 1.
The Jim Lee.
Throughout the weekend, he was trading up and up and up, and ended up turning it into a Hulk 180. I was just like, dude, that is insane.
Yeah, I like that sort of stuff. It's cool. I've been a bit out of the loop when it comes to the comic book YouTube community a wee bit. So I've just been watching a few videos lately, and there's a lot of new people now. A lot more. It's kind of cool.
So Lunch Money had he said that I don't know exactly. I think he said he's been doing it for 2 years. Is it something like that? I forget how many years he said. But I mean, he rose up pretty quickly, and he just has he's a Massachusetts guy, so I've met him a couple of different times.
Oh, okay.
He lives out in the western part of the state, and but he has some just just fun content and the stuff that he gets, stuff that he picks up, and then just the stuff that he goes to and checks out, just because he's just out there doing it, and really, like his channel's more for just the love of collecting. So he's all over.
But like us, that's what we're all about, It's been quite
I can show you something.
I was live with Splash last weekend, and that was good fun. I hadn't spoken to Splash in like months.
Yeah.
And him and Robert Galvin were live, so I hopped on with them, and it was pretty cool.
Well, Robert's always, Robert is always a good time. Like he's always just, hanging back, talking, having some fun. And and just like he shows off some really fun stuff, and just his channel's always a good time. And Splash is kind of just like after pretty decent hiatus. He's back to doing stuff. He's setting himself up for Halloween.
I know. I was surprised. I was surprised when I had missed his live stream. He had it there, and I was, what? He's gone live?
Yeah, you know, I mean, because the biggest surprise of that is that he figured out how to do it. Like, oh my god!
And then I seen that Chris has gone live too. Wow!
Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere just because I had the day off the next day. I was like, why not? Let's. And then today, you know, the hunt was off, so I was like, all right, let me do this and make it episode 0.
Flash has the best backgrounds, though, man. He's got a bunch of different stages. It's awesome.
Yeah. Like when you see how much he puts into it, it's insane. Like he so he was on Bleeker's channel on church on Sunday, just setting up all these different, like, you know, motorized you know, Halloween things and stuff like that.
Witches and Frankensteins.
Frankensteins, a zombie. Like
what about his alien? What about his alien? Was he in the background?
Yeah.
He had the alien.
Yeah, he's got the Mars Attacks alien, which is awesome.
Yeah. So it's like his sets that he makes in his what's it, bond that he has are just crazy. Like I can only imagine, like, if he
and it's only for YouTube.
It's just like you have all that stuff. Like you realize that, like, that bond and everything that you have, obviously you don't want people going in there with your comment, but like if you would like to go ahead and make it like a haunted house, you could charge money with all this. He's got a motorized spring in there, you know. It's insane. I'm like, dude,
scared the crap out of him.
I have a feeling Splash Baby's house is a pretty cool place to visit on Halloween for the kids. I bet you they fucking enjoy it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, and like I would say just in general, like my favorite thing that he told me about just stuff that he was into was, like, back in the day. So when the Legend of Zelda first came out, he decided that, like, he wanted to know the game like as best as he could, because I mean he didn't have a strategy guide, so he just made his own. So he sat there and would, you know, every time he go to a new screen, he would just sit there and draw it out on a piece of paper and have just, like, so he had the entire map of Hyrule all over his walls, so he could know where to go and how to get there, because he just didn't have a strategy guide to show him. So he's like, oh, I'll do this myself. And I'm like, so you're sitting there in, you know, 1986 or whatever like that, just video game map all over your walls like that. That's dedication. Like, and so that dedication exists in everything. Like his Halloween setup is just ridiculous. You know, he's told me all about, like, how he's, you know, used to do like barbecue contests and grill contests. So I'm assuming that his barbecue has got to be amazing. So I mean,
I bet you there's a pig underground somewhere. Like, I bet he's roasting pigs and doing all sorts.
Probably.
He was telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, I was like, so you're like the guys who I've watched on television. Oh yeah, it's like we you know, we got super into it, and I've been on it. Like, so just like he, you know, will go into conventions, like he's been on like championship barbecue places, like, you know, going.
He's from Texas. He's got to have brisket and all sorts of good things from over there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He makes enchiladas every Sunday almost. I'm like, oh, there's the enchiladas. He's making them again.
So to me, it's just like, you know, like I would say that would be, I think, one of the more fun things. Like, if it was ever a chance to meet up with Splash, like you know, where he lives at and everything, where it's just like, oh, like we can just hang out and then here just cook up some barbecue, and then, like, because that's one thing I would say. If there was one, I would say, I guess, like bucket list type thing that would be fun would be just get together. Like you know, a get together of everybody that's not like a convention, just kind of everybody kind of hanging out. And if Splash is cool enough to let everybody kind of come down and hang out with him there, and he just be like, yeah, I'll do this. That would be kind of fun, because I feel
he just genuinely seems like a guy you want to meet. He seems like a really nice dude. Like, Splash Big. You seem like a nice guy. K-pop junkie in the house. Holy smokes.
Yeah. No, like I think he would just be a, you know, just a fun dude to have around and all that.
If I ever win the lottery, I'll come and hang out with all of you guys. I'll come over and hang out with all of you.
That would be fun.
Yeah. If I win the lottery, I'll buy little plane tickets. Come this way. Hey,
man, I actually want to visit New Zealand.
Yeah. It's just really expensive at the moment. It's crazy.
I'm sure.
Build
I
a
mean,
compound. You can all come live there. It's fine. There'll be enough space.
I've got a
for
palace. You can come and live in my palace. So come and stay in my palace.
Come and stay in my palace, man.
I mean, for us, it's like it's basically around the whole world. It's like that. Like so that I can see being, just an expensive plane ride and everything.
Yeah, it's about 30 hours, isn't it, to get to
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you need a lot of just kind of. I mean, like to be in a plane that long is just something that's like, okay, this is something you got to prepare for. Like, there better be lots of movies.
You're coming to Hobbiton, though,
That's true. Yeah.
We
get to see. Yeah, you can take us all the spots where they film Lord of the Rings. But look, there's Mordor right there. I remember that.
Yeah.
So that
I'm gonna put the link in the Band of Brothers chat too.
Okay. No problem at all.
If K-pop wants to join or anybody over there.
Yeah. So I had to do this just because it was fun for me, and then I made this because I was just kind of just following along with somebody I was drawing on YouTube. I made this just because Tony can't have it because I know Tony's a big Invincible guy. So now I was like, you know what? I'm going to draw this just to sit there and just say, look what I made, Tony, and you can't have it. I give it to anybody but you as a joke. But yeah, actually, I keep forgetting. I made myself big. There we go. So I made this my first ever sketch card I did.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so angry Invincible.
I thought about doing stuff like that, Chris.
Yeah.
Drawing some trading cards, say. So
I had them, and I was gonna I had people do stuff on them and stuff, but I was like, it just didn't get any done for Terrificon, so I had them in my bag. I was like, let me see what's going on. It's mostly
like a cool idea to get an artist to do at a con. Then you could just put it in the card sleeve and just then you have a little booklet of awesome.
Oh, look at Tony. He said claim. Look at him. I knew it.
He lurking.
He's been lurking.
I knew he said that. See that shit and be like, what? So, see now, what are you gonna do when I do Omni Man? I'm working my way up to Battle Beast. Like Battle Beast is gonna be a tough thing to draw, but I was just I wanted to see. I did it as a challenge. Can I draw in something this small? So
yeah.
But I was just I just want to see what Tony would say. Like, oh, look what I drew.
Claim.
To be honest, I haven't drawn anything for a long, long time.
You did that Walking Dead cover and you did the Dread. I remember that.
Yeah. I haven't done anything for a while. I should.
I can show you what I drew, Kyle. Last time we did some drawing. So I did a drawing with my daughter.
I
wanted to draw Lilo and Stitch, but it wasn't hard, but we found something else, and she said she was like the bubble cups, the little bubble cups. We drew Stitch as a bubble cup.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
real cool. Yeah.
And she got some professional markers and stuff, so we used that. And then I did this one when K-pop was doing her Kicking with K-pop, late night drawing. I did Yoshi.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I didn't the names not lined up right, but I just wanted to have fun with it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know what though? It would be something that's kind of off, just because it's Yoshi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Yoshi's from the prehistoric, like a dinosaur. That's perfect like that.
And I actually got a little book I can draw.
I need to buy one of those. I do. I need to buy myself a book.
Yeah, this is on sale. I got it for like $5.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's good.
I got some cool pieces that I can show off, I guess.
All right. Let me just go ahead and welcome in. We have coming in the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Papa Willie.
Oh.
Hello.
Welcome, Papa Willie.
How are you? Hello from New Zealand. There you go. Cool.
Is that Skeletor? Oh my God, Skeletor! And what did he do?
He hit somebody.
That's cool.
What did he decapitate?
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that. Sword hanging out there.
That, and then I got this one. Dad will probably like this one.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
Oh, yeah.
that.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Shredder.
I'm still confused about like was that King Randor that Skeletor was holding?
That was Kevin Smith.
Oh
Kevin
no!
Smith.
Because
I
Kevin
like
Smith can suck it.
That's cool.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's a good thing. Wes. That's that. I tell you right now, that if you looked at it quickly and it was in a frame, that would freak the fuck out of somebody. Like, oh my god,
I can't believe
This
you
is my-
did that to Kevin.
this
to
is
Kevin
like-
Smith.
Hulk in mid transformation. He's still a little skinny.
oh wow, I like that. Though. I like his eyes. His eyes look awesome.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Oh, I wish I had abs like him. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he did. Oh, that's cool. Baby skulls.
Oh, skulls.
That's cool.
Don't let Susie see that. She likes skulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, zombies chasing that poor girl around. Then
Yeah.
you got old man Santa.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the
I like
Wolverine. Yeah.
Oh, man, son.
I love it.
These are all things that I did for Between the Lines, actually.
Michael Myers kiss.
Michael Myers. You got the kid Michael Myers. I did a really good job on. I don't really like the way
I was confused on that. I thought that was the theme or something. Oh, David Bowie.
David
I did David Bowie.
Yeah, Vicky Stardust.
And then you got this is one of my favorites actually. This one's pretty cool.
Oh,
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's cool.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, man.
And then the last one I got is this one right there.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's cool.
Okay.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I actually might draw something tonight, eh? Because
Yeah.
I was when you were talking about drawing, I just found my pencils like in my
There you
drawer. Yeah, so that's a start in the right direction.
There you go.
Try and destroy a blank cover I've got in my in the other room.
That's I would say, just the most fun part of it is just kind of getting in there, seeing what you can do. Because I think, like I said, I think a lot of us will kind of put it down and say like, oh, I can't do that. There's no way I can, and then all of a sudden you do it and you're like, oh, this ain't so bad. Like, I mean, like, it didn't come out looking like a 4-year-old, which is nice. So that made me happy. Like I mean, the actual thing that I drew, before I drew the Invincible, I had drawn this, and I was just like, again, just messing around, just see what goes on, and so I was like, all right, let me see if I can do this. So I drew a Spider-Man 2099, or at least something close enough to it. So I did this the other day.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
again, it doesn't look like a 4-year-old did it, so that made me happy. And but I've been kind of just looking at different people that have like this step by step. So, but right now, I have no actual, I would say like legitimate style. Like, oh, this is how I do things. I just kind of just am mimicking what I see and hoping that I can get close enough to it that it looks like something. But I would say soon enough. What is it? Was it 3 weeks or so? Inktober comes up, so October, the whole month, 31 days, people will draw, and that's actually a really good workout for going ahead and just kind of stretching out your skills and expanding on them, just because you have 31 days of just drawing, trying to keep up with the prompts. So that I always found to be fun. But I think that the hardest thing is just to kind of like look at the blank page and not let it intimidate you, because that's usually what'll do it. You just sit there and just see that blank page and be like, I don't know what to do. Like,
Yep. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You just I never have an idea when I draw. When I it's just I just muck around until I find something.
Yep.
So yeah.
Papa, you got anything new that you want to show off? Any books or art or anything like that? No.
Papa's
All right.
trying to sell it. He's trying to sell. Let me see what I got. I might have something else I can show off. I've been packing stuff. That's why the camera's off.
Yeah.
That's what I got. Oh, I think I showed this off like once before. But I got this from Ian Hoodrat Comics. He got this for me at San Diego.
That's cool.
Closest Jack in the Box to me is like an hour away. So
We don't even have Jack in the Box. Like the only place I've ever seen one is in Arizona.
What's
I
a
got
Jack?
it.
What is a Jack in the Box? What is it? We don't.
So it's kind of like a McDonald's almost, not exactly different.
Yeah.
That's signed by Perillo. Signed by Perillo.
Spider-Man has Diesel on that cover. Oh, old school Turok.
Yeah, that's the first appearance.
Wow.
First appearance of Turok.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
See that?
That's what is it? Dell Comics.
Dell's there.
Yeah. So if you're ever looking, this is the Turok you want to get.
The
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that he is jacked in it.
He's huge in that cover.
Jeez. Man. Oh, I got this. This is actually really cool. It's not worth a lot. I just got it because I wanted it. With the platinum.
Oh, nice.
hardware.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I got that one. Eventually, I'll get
Static.
Static.
Yeah.
I showed this before.
The two-gun kid.
Prototype of Black Panther.
Yep.
That's cool. I don't have anything to show you.
Yeah, I'm just looking around. Oh, I picked this up. I got to read this because I haven't read it. But the shop was doing. They was doing like a sale.
Yeah.
Big sale or stuff. So they had this for like $13. The hardcover of the Last Ronin Lost Years. I think it's the whole run, if I'm not mistaken.
So is that is that the issues that pick up before they all die?
No, this is I think this is the issue where it picks up where after the Last Ronin.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like when you get the new Turtles.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, the new Turtles and that one. I just gotta read that. I picked that up. I got this, Chris. I got this for like $60. This is this is I would say buy it in a 9.8 because
Yeah.
because you can get it for $60.
Yeah.
It used to be very expensive, but yeah, it's not an easy 9.8 to the black. Not an
Yeah,
easy,
no, that black on the black down on the spine would be tough.
So that the first appearance of Isaiah Bradley, I ended up winning that on an auction on I think Comic Link for I think it's $62. I think it ended it, and I got this. This is when I got all those Sal Buscema books.
Oh
So
yeah,
this is the one I actually held on to because this is Spider Girl dons a new costume. It's issue 75.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
This one's fun.
Almost like a rap album type thing.
Yeah.
So
I just like how she like that. I mean, having a white background with that is really just cool.
yeah, and the funny thing is, all of these books, like this is like, what is this, 12 years ago. So like none of these were pressed and clean. So they all could actually bump up a grade at least.
Yeah,
so
but if you were to crack it out though, like would you wouldn't be able to get another, like you'd have to get the verified instead of the
I would just let them do it, but I just like this one just because it's her new costume and you like the pose, so I got that, and I didn't even know, like I thought Sal Buscema had I don't want him to die, but I thought he wasn't with us, and I had to look it up, and I was like, oh, I didn't know he's 88 years old. 88.
Yeah, no, he's not young. Oh yeah. So for
What's so
now,
funny? He's 88 years old, but he worked on this 12 years ago. That
yeah.
just tells you he was 76.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, he's still going strong, which is, I mean, he went strong until that age, which is, you know, just about, I mean, you usually don't see comic artists going that long at all, just because of
Oh,
the fact that you get old.
so
You can't.
yeah, I got this. I got this on a whatnot sale. It's not bad. It just has a ding. This is part of it. That's how the cover looks. That's how the cover looks. It looks like this, like that damage look.
Yeah.
But when you take it out, it looked like somebody dropped it, like right here. You can't see
Oh,
it. I have to take it out. I have to take it out, but you don't see it. All that wear looks no. Is like that's part of the cover. But they put on there find a replacement, but they forgot they sent out the bad one.
so
So
is that like
I
has like a little?
I ended up getting a refund. And let me keep the book. But this was like a VC, was it VCR? Yeah, VCR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind and rewind.
Yep. The old VHS.
Oh, and we're trying to get Chris to over 500 subscribers. So
Yeah.
we get Chris over 500 subscribers, and I can get over 1,500, which I'm only 10 away.
Wow, congratulations.
I'll do a giveaway. Well, I'll find something to give away for both.
Yeah, Chris, better get you over 500, eh?
I'm hoping to. That would be nice.
Shorts. You need to do shorts. They help you. Trust me on that. Making shorts.
I sold this though. This is going to short box. Oh, I got these. I haven't shown. I've shown these all like one time. These are cool. So I met Perillo. Got him to sign that.
That's sick. I like that. That painted look is awesome.
Signed it in gold, which like you don't see it, but when you put it in that light, it pops.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That looks cool.
Yeah, it painted like I don't know. Venom 2099 Spider-Man on roids with
Yeah.
and this from Nico Suya. So this is limited to 500. And they signed it in green.
Ever since the movie, they've that's been the look for Spider-Man 2099. He's just absolutely just enormous every time you see him. So, but it works though. It's a cool look. Like it's just a Spider-Man 2099. Being big and everything like that is cool. And then to have that that whole like symbiote 2099 like just crazy looking one, like that's cool stuff. I like that. I'm trying to think what I was thinking. Oh, so I have one more package on its way from Canada, from Bleak. So that's gonna be fun when I get that. And go ahead and unbox
Yeah, that should be out this Monday, Chris. I was gonna mail it out last Monday, but it was a holiday.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm just trying to think because like I too like quit at and trying to go ahead and just shut it all down and get ready for Heroes. Booking my flight and have the hotel book, which is good. Had to book my flight and then just kind of getting ready with that, and then also taking a look at Terrificon the hotels for that. Just because that, and both of them I think are gonna end up being in November at some point. So it's just like save up money so I have that to go ahead and put in, and then going forward from there, it's just kind of trying to get money to go ahead and have a good time at the con. So.
Yeah, it's booking the flight for me as well. I got to make sure like when they become available, I have the money.
Yeah.
I don't want to play around and wait, and then the price goes up.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I did look at some flights, and like there are flights that that are available for that day. But it's just like, it's just like we're so far out that like, it's gonna change 1,000 times. So it's just like, and then picking the actual flight that I want to take down like that, because I'll probably end up calling the hotel again just to like later on to figure out how early you can go in. So I'm pretty sure with just about every hotel, the earliest you can check in is like I want to say like in between 3 and 4 o'clock. So I don't necessarily need to be on an 8 o'clock flight to get down there by 10 and then wait
No.
6 hours.
You can always ask if they have an early check-in available when you arrive. Uh, we haven't had an issue with it. Sometimes we might have to wait a little while, but we usually don't. I've never had to wait all the way to 4 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I don't even mind. I'm just like, I'm just looking at it where it's just like, I'm just trying to find, I mean, the best way to do it. Just because I mean, if I had to go on early, price wise, if it's cheaper to leave early, I'll do that. The one thing that I'm most concerned about is just getting there and getting my just because the last thing you want to do is show up late and have them make like, well, you didn't check in by 4, so no more hotel, because it's like, well, then I don't know where we're staying. So I mean, and that's the thing. Like, it's just I'm very excited for Heroes just because of the fact that it's gonna be, hey, Papa, nothing wrong with that, man. If you want to, if you're just need a break, or if you're gonna take off, no problem at all. Just
Good to see you. It was good to see you.
yeah. I mean, if you just want to hang out, still, and like we'll be here for a little bit longer. But yeah.
I just
As far
realized I
as
was muted and talking. I was telling Papa feel better and get some rest. I was
yeah,
subscribed.
yeah, definitely, man. But like um, yeah, it seems like this is kind of a weird part of the year where like you aren't quite having like colds and all the rest of that wonderful stuff, but the thing that is kind of going around a little bit. I know that some people are starting to get little small things here and there, and you know just you want to be ahead of that, unfortunately, just because kids are back in school again, so you do have that. So once kids go back to school, then they all become patient zero to infect everybody else around them. So that's always fun.
All right, let's do it. Let's do an unboxing.
Yay! Let's do an
Yeah.
unboxing.
I've
We
been
haven't done
holding.
it already. We'll do another unboxing.
Yeah, I didn't. I haven't. So I got this from eBay. I sold
Really?
my personal copy of this book.
All right. Now that package looked a little mangled. Hopefully everything's all right.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I've had worse. I'll just say that I've had worse.
And anytime I see a little bit of crushing, I get Once you see that crease on the middle, I'm like, oh. So hopefully it's packed well. If it's packed well, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's not too. I mean, well, I'll clip this if if it is messed up, and
Yep.
and send. But yeah, let's see. You put some tape on that, Lord. Let's see. Yeah, but I sold my my original copy of this book.
Right.
And I consider this an upgrade because the cover artist on this book, yeah, it actually packed really good. It has some a lot of bubble wrap. A lot of bubble wrap. So the cover artist for this book charges $100 for his signature. So he's doing a signing in October, and it's $100. So I was able to purchase this for $145.
Right. Yeah.
And I just saw one sign with the cover artist. for $135. But you say, oh man, you paid a little higher than those persons, like you paid $10 more. Yeah, I'll take a Ken Lashley $10.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow, look at that.
So signed by Campbell and Ken Lashley.
Oh,
There
that's
you go.
cool.
9.8. This is the Shuri becomes the new Black Panther in this issue. So Shuri becomes the new Black Panther. So, and like I said, Campbell charges $100 with the CGC signing. I know because I'm sending 2 books for him to sign. I was gonna send 3, and I dropped it down to 2 because I was like, I can't spend $300. But
Yeah.
I thought it was great because Ken Lashley signed it as well. So, yep. But
That's definitely cool.
speaking of signatures, I will be probably sending some books for Sarah Pacelli to sign because she doesn't do signings often or ever because this is her first CGC signing. Private sign. This is her first CGC private sign. So I'll be sending some stuff for Sarah Pacelli to sign. I'll show you. I can show you one of the books after in a second. But yeah, shout out to that seller on eBay. I don't know if they have his name on it.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Hero Comics. Hero Comics out of Florida.
Okay.
One for the PC back, so I think that was an upgrade. I think I did good.
Yeah, it looks like you did. That was cool.
Yeah, I think that the was it the Sarah Pacelli book I know I have. I'm pretty sure it's from the Fallout 4.
Yeah, you do. You do have one. That's one.
Yeah, like, that's the only one I think I don't think I have much of her stuff.
I'll get one of the ones that I want her to sign. Give me a minute. I do have like 3.
Hey, g'day, Larry.
I think I want her to sign.
Hey, what's going on? Stream tech. I don't know what that means, but that's cool.
He might be watching on his stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet you we're being simulcasted to Larry's audience. So hello, Larry's audience.
Who are these losers, Niobe?
Here's the other book, Chris. So I'll just show this really quick. It kind of I'm gonna lose the label, and I actually like the label, the custom label. But hey, this is a book I got from my boy Chad RCG.
Oh, nice.
It has 3 signatures. When I traded with Chad, it only had 1 signature, but I got the other 2 signatures. So yeah, I'm trying to see. Yes, here we go.
Are you gonna send that in to get signed? 9-4. It's a good
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna send it because it already has 3 signatures on it. Let's take this thing off so you can see it better. Like I said, the only thing I'm gonna lose the custom label because they don't even have this custom label anymore. And I actually like it because the back of it is actually really cool on custom label because he says I am no Spider-Man. But yeah, I got Clayton Crane. You can't really see Bendis. You know, he used a black marker on a dark cover. At least it wasn't a black cover, but yeah. So you got Bendis right here. And you got what's his name? Shamik Moore.
Shamik Moore.
Is the voice of Miles Morales.
That's cool.
So I guess the Sheriff Pacelli probably would sign here.
Maybe
here. I don't know how big her signature is. So
I've never signed books. That's going to be a good question. I think you also can get you also need Bagley on that too.
Well, they don't credit him on the back of this. He only did the cover, I think, but he did the regular cover.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. The people who are credited, because I remember I was thinking about getting Bagley a long time ago, but it has Bendis, Hickman, so it's Jonathan Hickman, Spencer. They all like contributed to the story. The art is Pacelli Lorica. I don't know who Lorica is. And Clayton Crane for the art. And the cover artist is Marco Durchevich.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I probably would definitely do Dorchevich as well because I think he's in Italy. So I would have to wait for like, oh, we're going to get Marco Dorchevich signed. But yeah, I'm gonna send this one to get Sarah Pacelli sign it. It's not gonna get higher than the 9.4, and that's because of the little crunch at the bottom. You see that?
Yep.
Yeah. So everything else is fine with the book. This is that crunch on the corner. It won't get higher than 9.4. Well, it has that crunch and it has one tiny spine tip by her hair.
Oh, okay.
Right there, like where my fingers at. But yeah, so yep. So that's one of the books. I have some other Spider-Man books that I'm probably gonna send as well. But and then she's only $130 and you get a remark.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Because it's 90 for just a signature. So I'm thinking about getting a remark. Thinking about getting a remark. I don't know which books I'll get a remark. I'm not gonna do all of them, but thinking about getting
Hello, Shikari. Nice to have you on. And rated by Naomi, which is cool. Thank you for that.
Sub them up if you're gonna rate them. Sub them up.
So we
Trying to get in the 500.
raid what we used to do in the old days, raid channel.
Yeah. All the time. What was that one? What was her name? She used to play video games a lot. I forget her name.
Yeah.
God. I want to think it was like something Fox.
Oh yeah, Foxzilla.
Yeah, Foxyzilla. That's right, Foxyzilla.
Yeah.
It was go and raid her channel, and she'd be like, "Hey, it's Foxyzilla." And remember, like she was like in love with Evan. Like, oh my God, it's Evan. Yeah, like that was like the funniest thing.
Yeah, Foxyzilla. That's right. I wonder if she still live streams. Have you heard from Evan at all?
I haven't talked to Evan in a long time. I think he's not really on YouTube or anything like that anymore. So he says that is Shikari, huge artist in the industry. Well, thank you for stopping in, and glad to have you come on and check us out. Definitely something where
that's pretty cool.
I've never had a big artist on my channel, so this is or my chat. So thank you for coming on.
Yeah, no. I actually had a short that went over 10K in views recently.
Really?
Yeah, don't know why. It was a Marvel Legends video, went for 30 seconds, but yeah, I don't know why, but it did. I even recopied that video and put it back up to see if it was the same, and it didn't. So I'm not sure why.
That's all right. You gotta take them 10 views, though. That's the way you do it. Must have been all the you must have the right tags to get all the.
I think it was when I posted up when the final of X-Men '97 was on. So it would have been just the timing of it. It just and it was just my display, my Marvel Legends display. So who knows? I'll take it though.
That's awesome. Yeah, like 10K is just. I mean, that's a number I don't think I'd ever see on any of my stuff. I would hope, but just don't think I have it. We said we got E-Man's World of Geek. Welcome. How you doing?
Hey, Boston. I'll show off some books.
Yeah.
Let's see what. Oh, actually, yes. Definitely take a gander at Bleak's stuff because not only is he showing just awesome books, but these ones, if you can't tell, they're for sale. He's got price tags on them, so.
That'd be cool. So that
this one I just picked up. It is absolutely dope.
Yeah.
Anti-Hitler comics. They're about to send him to hell.
Yeah,
He's already in hell. They're
He's been in there for a while now.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be there for a minute.
Oh, that's a cool one. I like that.
The first Avengers meeting the X-Men.
Yeah.
Should be a pretty hot book soon. I would imagine.
Pretty cool.
Some Crisis.
Oh yeah, I like that book.
Yeah, and Doom.
Oh yeah, Mockingbird. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, some nice books. Yeah.
Taskmaster chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah.
Get those 9/8s, 9/6s. M'Baku just chilling. Looking for a new home. He's looking for a new home, guys.
Looking for a new place to be. There's my silly piece of art right now.
There you go.
I can show you the art.
Learning how to draw on a computer is a lot different. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll show you the art. I got this a wee while ago. I think you've seen it, but I'll show it. It's on the wall, but
It's coming along though. I think I'm gonna be all right at it, to be honest. So.
It just takes a little bit of time to get used to all that. Just the tools, and then just like you said, drawing, like looking at a screen while you're actually drawing, somewhere else. And
it is so different. It is so different for sure doing that.
Whoa! Look at this. What is this? Look at this.
Friend Abby O'Rourke painted me this a couple of years ago. So
is that a painting?
Yeah, it's on canvas.
Wow, that is nice.
Yeah. So Jim, it's she copied the cover. So, but
she did a great job. That's incredible.
I think it's pretty cool. And then this other fella, I'll show you this other one. I swapped a book with him, so he painted this secretly for me, and I got that.
Ooh, nice. Those are both awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So this is really awesome though. This one here,
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Everything
right there, So
yeah. No, that absolutely would have to be hung up somewhere. Like I would think, all right, this is framed and hung, and just because that in its own is just really cool. Like I would think to get an artist to commission that, like that's the type of stuff that you see people posting in sketch groups. That's like multiple thousands of dollars.
So it cost me $140. She painted that for me.
Really, only $140 for that? That's incredible.
About 4 weeks. Yeah. So she's
how big is that?
Good size. It's huge. Like, what would that be?
It's gonna be like 11 by 17, most likely.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So
that's actually really cheap. I want to say
she used to be my cleaner in my house, and we've been friends since we were teenagers. So,
wow.
Yes, we told guys he did have a cleaner for his house. He is the prince.
And this one I swapped Alex Ross Submariner Timeless cover. And he said, "Who's your favorite X-Men?" I said, "They're all my favorites." So he said, "All right, I'm gonna send you something," and that's what he sent me. He painted this.
That's a good pick.
Yeah,
So you traded a comic book for just a Alex Ross comic for that, like that. Yeah.
Cara from Wellington, it was. So there we go. Wellington, so yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've yet to trade a comic for art like that. Like shit. I'm jealous now. Shit, I wish I had something like that. That's crazy.
So yeah, that's. I thought I'd show you those. I don't think I've shown those much.
Yeah, no, those are great. Those are really great.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to in the chat. We had a couple Kickstarters that Niobe and Christian had brought attention to. So there's Larry's asking to back Savage Sin on Kickstarter today. Savage Sin #2. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not sure if it went live today or if it's out there and just doing its thing. But if you want to check out Larry's stuff, he's got a new book out. A new book that he's trying to promote called Savage Sin #2. So back that if you're into backing Kickstarters. And then also Christian said he's got a book called Addicts Unbound Fury #1 on Kickstarter now. Woohoo! So go ahead and check it out. See what the what that's all about, and if you like it, back it. I know there's a lot of people who do enjoy the Kickstarters. Larry wanted to let you know that was epic. The the paintings and everything like that, and K-pop said very nice. So just the story alone is just incredible. Lady, and she just decided that she's going to help me out and do this. Like I'm trying to think how many people I know that are that talented that I just run into this is just such and such. We've been friends for a long time, and they just so happen to go ahead and just paint this amazing thing for far less than they should be charging for, because that thing's incredible. Like,
and I'll just show you something. It's a bit cheeky, but I will, since Larry's in the chat, because it was just there. You go, Larry.
Oh, there you go. The blank cover of Niobe. Oh, the Kyle Walker exclusive. Look at this. How many people in the community have their own exclusive? There you go.
I remember that. He was like, you remember when the Kickstarter said only available if your name is Kyle Walker?
So there you go, Larry.
All right. Thanks for stopping in, Larry. Thank you so much. Yeah, like that is just something else. There's no Boston Chris variant out there. Like, no Boston Chris blank on top of that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's no who that either. So.
Well, you actually have it.
I think there's a splash page one, wasn't there? Was there?
So there's
I think there was two of them. I think.
Yeah.
All right. So for Larry's book, there's he said there's 8 days left to back that. Was it the Sin? Was it Savage Sin #2? So you have 8 days left to back it if you're interested. And then I'm not sure if Christian has time limit on the Addicts Unbound Fury, but check that out too.
So I said I was in the trading cards. You guys will like this because you're wrestling gods when it comes to wrestling
cards. Let's see what you got.
I got these. They were made in New Zealand. They're trading cards from the 1980s. So.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Still got.
Oh yeah, those are definitely different. Like those don't look like the. Those don't look like the regular ones they had. So those are specific to New Zealand.
Yeah. So I'm missing the odd card from. And used to get bubble gum with them, and
those are cool. I've never seen those before.
Yeah. So.
Like I know some of the art just because they had a different different set. But these are different. Like, because it was completely different from it just says superstars.
So I swapped. I did a trade with a guy about 2 weeks ago. I swapped the pile of Star Wars figures. Yeah, so I had some Star Wars carded figures that were just sitting on a pile, So I swapped them for these cards, and I thought, yeah, why not? And
Papa Willie said he'll give you $50.
And then I got these too. Now
yeah, you got an offer on those. He said, "I'll give you $50."
Look at these.
Because those you don't see. Like they had Zeus in them. Like Zeus was never in the in the American line. So that's pretty rare.
I believe this card might be worth a wee bit of money though.
Yeah, Adam Bomb. Yeah, he was the cover for a long time.
Yeah. So
Garbage Pail Kids, huh? All right.
So I did a trade for for all of those cards. I thought it was all right. I thought he did probably pretty well out of it, but I did too. I think I'm pretty happy. So,
so I'm assuming that you're that you're not taking pops off for $50 for those wrestling cards.
I would say no.
Some of those cards are worth a wee bit of money. I've had a look online, but so that's kind of cool. So yeah, all right. You can take me off the screen, Chris, if you want.
Wow. Like now I have to actually go down that rabbit hole and see, those cards. I've never seen those before.
So the ultimate, I don't have the Ultimate Warrior one, but that's quite an expensive one. They're called Superstars of WWF. I think that's what they're called. What's the other one? The Widowmaker, Barry Windham's rare card because it had a low print run.
Yeah.
The Widow. Remember Barry Widow was the Widowmaker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like those are something, man. Like I said, like I've never seen a Zeus before. So like I remember like Barry Windham had a card in the regular series, but it would make sense that he was like low print just because of the fact that he was only there for a little bit as the Widowmaker. Like he kind of went there for a little bit and then came back to WCW and then went back again as the Stalker for a little bit and then again went back to WCW. So he kind of flip-flopped a couple times.
Kind of cool. Actually, I'll tell you what, wrestling's been really, really good this year. I reckon.
Yeah, it's been fun. Hi, what's going on, Hooding Comics?
Hello. I mean, WWE is firing on every level at the moment.
I would say wrestling as a whole has just been, really doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, they can say, I would say this, WWE can say what they want, but AEW definitely pushed them to have to be better. And as a whole, it kind of elevated, both brands to, try to put as best, up front as they can, just because if you're a wrestling fan right now, I mean, like there's just a wealth of just good wrestling on, good matches to see all over the place. So that's good stuff. And even was it TNA is doing good stuff too. It's just like there's a lot of just good options to watch stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool that WWE kind of partners with TNA.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's smart in that way, just because it's just one of those things where you have to know where your next group of stars is coming from, and they're seeing it right from there. Because like if you can just kind of pluck somebody from, or if someone's contract expires and you can move them right over, and because right now they kind of use them as like I think in certain cases they're using them as a test phase. They're like, okay, which people respond to the crowd respond to, which ones don't, and then when you look at like Joe Hendry is kind of their answer, I think, because MJF signed a contract with AEW, so he's not going anywhere for a long time. Joe Hendry's their answer to that, because Joe Hendry, like, oh, we can, like, this guy's over, we can put him in, and the fans love him. So it's just like, yeah, like he's going to be the guy they sign. Once his contract's up, he's going to WWE, no question.
He would. I can't stop seeing all his stuff on Instagram. I know is I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe him.
Yeah, I do too. I like him. And they'll polish him. They'll make him really good. What's his name? Kaiser. What's his name? He's really good. Has worked with LA Knight at the moment. The Kaiser.
Logan Paul.
No, Kaiser.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be Kaiser. Yeah, like well, he was like you could tell he was gifted, and it was a good, like, he was kind of being put into like a comedy act with that, but now he's actually doing something serious, so it's just good.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad that they're going ahead and allowing some people to kind of step into bigger roles. So that's good.
Triple H is a bit more looser than Vince when it comes to their creative. The guys are getting to show their talents a bit more. I like it. I think it's real good, real positive.
Hood Inc. is a fan of your accent, Kyle. So
okay.
New Zealand
Sweet
accent.
as, bro. That's sweet as. Yeah, I'm from South Island of NZ, New Zealand. So I'm not an Australian, mate. Not Australian like that.
Yes, well, that's a little backstory on that type of stuff. It's you don't call a New Zealand Australian. Same thing. You don't call Australia New Zealand, and you don't call a person who might be Puerto Rican Dominican, vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "I thought you were from Ireland."
Ireland.
To be sure. Is that it? That's Irish.
Yep. Oh, Kyle's on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Put it like this: it'll take us like 18 hours to fly there.
I think it's 30 hours. Is it 18 hours? Is it? Ooh.
I would say probably from from Boston.
LA.
It's most likely 30 hours, and it's just like that is a plane ride and a half. It's just like, oh, I'm just trying to think like what are we doing?
I think you fly to Auckland and then catch another flight to go to Christchurch if you wanted to go. Because we're two islands, so that's another hour flight to get to the other island. So,
well, I tell you right now, 30 hours on the plane is just.
I did about 12 total. Going to Rome. It wasn't 12 on one flight. We flew from New Orleans. I forgot where exactly. It was like New Orleans, I think, to New York, maybe.
Yeah.
That was like 3 hours, like 3.5 hours, and then from New York to Italy was like 8. That wasn't as bad, but when you add it up for being in flying for that long, that was a because put it like this, we flew out in the morning, and I want to say people who started shift that morning were getting off of shift, so I flew like a whole shift, like 12 hours.
So Hood, for example, it is 20 to 6 at night on Saturday night here. So 5:41 p.m. Saturday night for me. So I'm in the future. Well, I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday night.
12 hours to Japan and then 4 hours to Manila. So
it's Sunday or Saturday night?
Saturday, yeah. Saturday,
okay.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon or Saturday night.
But that's crazy. So, like, going to the Philippines, it's 12 hours to Japan, then another 4 hours to the Philippines, that's a flight. 16 hours of flying is just. I feel like you need it. Like, I feel like at that point you probably ask for a layover. Like, can I have a layover for about like 6 hours?
Well, it's so crazy about it's a lot of places I want to visit. Some of those flights are just this is going to be brutal because I'm going to visit a lot of places.
Yeah,
and the next place. Well, I'm trying. My wife wants to go to Greece, so that's like our next far. So that's another like 12 hours.
Yeah,
go to Greece, but
I'd love to go to Greece. Hey,
yeah, she wants to go to Greece. I want to go to Punta Cana in South America.
Yeah.
So I want to go there because I want to hit some of the seven wonders of the world. Like my wife already did 2 of them.
Yeah,
already did 2 of them. So I said, hey, that should be a goal in our lifetime. Let's try to go to all of the wonders of the world. So Punta Cana is another one.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I've actually was listening to a podcast at work on the ancient wonders of the world. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So K-pop was saying this is for who that ask CJ for tips because
I did. He sent me a list of stuff. I'll probably re-ask him when we officially like buy flights and all that stuff. But I did ask him, and he sent me a lot of stuff. I kind of know, like if you look up Greece and all that stuff, I kind of know what islands I want to go to. I don't want to go to the party islands, and I don't want to go to overrun tourist islands, which is Santorini and Mykonos. I don't want to go
yeah.
to those, even though a lot of like if you look up, everybody knows about those. I want to go to like the other islands that that might get a little traffic, but not as much as those two.
The Isle of Crete.
I want to go. I want to go to Crete. Is one of the islands I want to go to. I want to go to Crete. I want to go to Milos. I think it starts with a Z. I think they can. Well, it's like the biggest island. Can't think of the name of it. That's one of the ones. And I'm missing an island.
I don't know much about the Greek islands other than Crete, and that's about it. Like I've never really researched a ton about that outside of like the ancient Greece, like in history. So but I know a lot of people that have gone to Greece and they say it's really nice. A friend of mine, she like I actually am jealous of how often she travels and how places that she goes, just because she had I say she had the easily like smartest way to deal with COVID that I've seen out of anybody, which was so she's not married or anything like that, and she doesn't have any kids, so it was just her and her dog, and she basically just did an entire tour of the United States continental, like so she basically just drove to where she could or took flights where she could, but just drove around the entire country for the most part and spent time in every single state. And she's like, everywhere has internet, so I could just do my work from wherever I was at, and she got to see just spend time and see different places. And I was like, that's cool. So she, on a whim, just went to Greece because she's like, yeah, I've never been to Greece, so let's go. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, good for you.
Yeah. I also want to go. I also want to go to Spain. I want to go to Barcelona, but I'm not. I don't want to. I'm not going to Barcelona until after 2026. And if you ask why, because that church they've been working on for 200 years will be completed in 2026.
Oh yeah.
So so I'll wait 2+ years before anything for Spain. And plus, like in Europe, what's so cool about Europe, that area, you can take a train everywhere.
Yeah,
you can take a train everywhere. So,
yeah.
So says that thought about going to the islands and all the rest, but then found out that the pirates are real and not just in movies. So that kind of deterred him deterred them from going.
I don't know what islands he's talking about, but I know they have it in Somalia. I know they have pirates in Somalia.
Oh yeah, don't want to go to Somalia. It's horrible.
It's actually it's very hard to go to Somalia because they recommend you not going to Somalia.
I think that's isn't that around Egypt? Is it somewhere around that area?
No, Somalia's Somalia's on that same side, but it's lower. It's lower. It's like how Africa, when they had that little curve on the right side of Africa, that's kind of where Somalia's at.
Yeah.
On a coast.
I'd like to go to Pompeii. I'd like to go to Pompeii and have a look at that ancient.
All the people that are stuck in place.
Yeah, that'd be cool. My mates.
Vesuvius.
Yeah. G'day again.
He says some of the train rides are awesome. Looking in the countries, you're entering like a whole nother world. So that'd be kind of fun seeing that.
Yeah, we took a train from Rome to Venice, Italy.
Yeah,
it was a nice train ride.
I haven't even left my country yet. I need to go to Aussie, to Australia.
Wow, that's
I need to. I've just been slack. Samoa, I might go to Samoa. Apparently it's cheap to go there from New Zealand. It's real easy from New Zealand to go there. So
look at this itinerary. He wants to visit Tahiti, Samoa, Tonga, Cape Verde, anything with an island, volcano, and good weather, and beautiful beaches and great food. Yeah, you gotta have the great food.
You can look up. Man, you should look up St. Lucia too. St. Lucia actually has the Piton volcanoes, and they have black sand beaches from the volcanoes.
So we have Samoans working at my work, and they fly over to Samoa every couple of weeks for a couple of days, and then fly back. It's that easy to do it. Aside from you.
I'll put you to sleep. What did I do? I
Ah,
don't even know what I did.
That's cool.
yeah,
I
like
wasn't even talking half the time. Is that why?
places that I wanted to see would be Japan. Like actually two that I wanted to
Oh,
see.
I had a friend of mine go to Japan. He said it's amazing. He said he's
Yeah.
going back.
So
Yeah.
my wife's cousin, her husband was stationed in the Air Force, so they were stationed in Okinawa, and she's like, yeah, she's like, so you can come here. It's like it's crazy. So we were thinking about it, but then they ended up moving back, back this way. But they said it was a blast. They said it was just a lot of fun. But I think like so two places I definitely want to see. Two places I would love to see is California and then Japan. I've never been to California. I lived in Arizona for about a year going to school, and I never made my way to California. So that was a mistake. I should have just found a way to get over there and be like, all right, I've seen it now because it's just something that I want to see. Like I'm not worried about whether someone's like, oh, you'll be disappointed. It's not, what you think. Like I just want to be able to say I've been there and like maybe like stick a foot in the Pacific Ocean. Like, all right, I made it to the Pacific Ocean. I've been to the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean, and and then once I see California,
It's so funny. Yeah, it's so
get out of
funny.
my awesome.
I've been to the Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Gulf of Mexico.
No, nice.
So yeah, I've done that. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you some of my favorite places I've visited. So I went to Rome was very good. We really liked it. Me and my wife thought we weren't gonna like Rome. But we actually really liked Rome. Venice, I don't recommend people going to Venice. Venice was terrible. Um, that's just our opinion. We didn't have a great experience, so that's just I can't lie about it. Venice was not good. Paris was really good, but the reason Paris was good, we stayed outside of Paris. We stayed Versailles, where the
Yeah.
castle's at.
Oh,
That's
nice.
what what Marie Antoinette and
Oh, yes. Yeah.
King whatever. Yeah. They went to. We were at their castle. I actually have some. If anybody follows my personal Facebook, not Facebook, personal Instagram, you can see some of those pictures there. My favorite island, I love St. Lucia. So, man, you got to go to St. Lucia. I did like Puerto Rico as well. But surprisingly, I think the people speak English. I think they just do that at Puerto Rico because I've been to a lot of other countries and they speak English very well. But like I was in Puerto Rico, I felt like I
Yeah.
needed to know Spanish more so. But Puerto Rico was really nice. Saint Lucia. Um, what else? I don't know islands. I liked Saint Martin was very nice, but it was very small and I didn't stay that long. Um, St. Thomas was really nice as well. But they were doing a lot of construction in St. Thomas, like the roads, trying to fix up the roads.
Right.
Um, and Barbados. Barbados was actually the beach on Barbados was really
Yeah,
nice.
Barbados is cool.
Yeah, so that was really good. And I think that's all St. Martin, St. Kitts. Oh, St. Kitts. I went to St. Kitts as well. We did zip lining at St. Kitts. We did zip lining at St. Kitts. That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we were high. High up on a zip line, like basically, and they had trees underneath us where we were going. And the people were like, "Hey, just be careful. Make sure you don't slow down on your zip lining because they have monkeys that'll throw stuff at you."
Oh no!
Yeah.
Get splattered by a monkey.
The funny thing is, it sounds like I've traveled a lot, but a lot of those
Oh,
islands.
you have. I was about to say you beat me by a lot. Like my bingo card is empty.
But look, no, I went on the island stuff I did on cruises.
Yeah.
Jamaica was nice too. Jamaica, I went to Jamaica a couple times. That was nice. But yeah, a lot of those places I went on cruises though. Like I've flown to a few places, but those islands, the tropical islands, were all cruises except Puerto Rico. We actually flew to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Well, That's just it's a full itinerary that you just gave us, so it's pretty cool. A lot of good places. I think really, if you get to travel that much, that's really just a treat in itself because there's a lot of people that just don't travel that much, but then those who do, really get to see some amazing stuff. Just kind of taking all these different cultures and just getting just getting to see like how other people live and just seeing the differences between where you live and everything else. So like that's really kind of a fun, I think. That's probably like one of the best things about traveling around is like, and especially like, if you travel outside the country or if you just go and just experience all these awesome things that like you've only seen in pictures. So that's something I think is just really cool. So hopefully, like I said, get to see Japan, get to see California, and then after that, I really don't have much of a travel list of places that I was like, oh, I would love to see this. I had to really start thinking about it then, because I really don't know where else I'd want to go.
Yeah, I'll try and win the lottery tonight, and come over this way, hey?
That's it. If you win the lottery, I already know. Like part of it's gonna be okay. Look, I gotta get my X-Men 4, X-Men 1, then whatever money I have left over.
Yeah,
we'll see about going to the States.
I'm talking to a guy in New Zealand. He's actually looking for an X-Men 4 for me. I'm a comics, yeah. So he asked me what grade. I said I don't care. 2.0, probably the lowest I'll go. We'll just you go sweet as. We'll have a look. We'll see. Get back to you in a few months. We'll see what we can do.
That's awesome, man. Hopefully they come through for you.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about how much I'll pay for it, but I don't care. I don't care. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. And then I know I've just got one to go, and I'll just go after it. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I think you do well as long as you know what I mean. If you have a range, I mean, that's the one thing I've noticed and done with my own stuff. It's just like it's good to have a range of what you're looking for as far as grades and everything like that, and then you can end up finding things. It's just sometimes when you are in the process of trying to get these books that you really really want and everything, it's just slow and steady, man. Like really honestly, like that's the best advice I give just about anybody. It's like slow and steady over win the race, just because a lot of times you're like, oh, like it went way up, it'll never be, and sometimes it'll correct, sometimes it won't. But when it comes down to it, just like maybe you end up just kind of keeping an eye out for something in that range and something just pops up, because that's what I've seen a lot of things happen where it's just like this is way too high, and then sometimes things jump up, but then again it's just like maybe just one day you're cruising eBay and then oh wow, this is right in the price range, yep, let's do it. Or someone's having a live sale on Instagram or on YouTube or something like that, and it's like, yep, this is right in my price range, thank you, taking it. So
that's right. It's all good.
Yep. And that's really like I think what a lot of people kind of don't look into is thinking like that, like, oh, it's just, yeah, you just kind of gotta get a good good time to check it out. Like I think also pay attention to the time of year when you're trying to buy books, just because con season, obviously you're gonna see a lot of books that are out there, and you may end up in a situation where you have somebody who is willing to make a deal. Then again, you might have people that are trying to make money because they, they're at cons or whatever. They just know that a book is getting hot. But and then once con season's kind of wound down and over, you may have another chance to get those books again for cheaper, just because people just looking to move them, just because there's no cons around to do that with. So it's definitely something that I say, like if you just watch the calendar and have an idea, like if you just watch it for a little bit, you'll get an idea of when to buy in certain cases. So but let's see, been on for about a little more than 2 hours, so
I'm falling asleep.
I look at the clock and it's It's what was it 1:59? So it's basically 2 a.m. So
Yeah.
not that I am against being a night owl, but I am the night owl that I used to be, and 2 a.m. is late. So
It's
and I
very
work
late.
and everything. So it's time for
Yeah.
me to go ahead and go to bed. So I
Yeah.
want to thank everybody for joining us for the Fantastic Forum. Thank
Yeah.
you to Papa Willie for coming on, Kyle for Bleak showing up and spending time with us. With that, and we'll just, and everybody that came in the chat. Callie, E-Man, Hood Inc., K-pop, Susie Q, Christian, Niobe, Larry. Let's see who else came through today. Shikari,
Splash.
Real Rude. Let's see who else. Tony, who claims my that I said you can't have. And Christina Payne, thank you for coming out. Just everybody that came out and joined us, thank you so much. And you need to go ahead and go around. Papa, you got anything coming up? Any sales or anything like that coming up? No?
He's gonna be on Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers on the 21st. Yes. So that is what? Today is the 6th. No, yeah, 6th, right? So 15 days.
Weeks.
So yeah, 15 days, 2 weeks. Get ready. Oh, 2 weeks. What? 2 weeks from tomorrow, actually, right? Because it's a Saturday. So.
He has his lip sync. He has his lip sync stuff.
Yes.
His lip sync videos, and they do Sweet Chin music on Thursdays.
Sweet, that's cool.
So keep an eye out for that stuff for Papa. Let's see, Kyle. Anything new coming up with you? That you hit 1,000 subs.
I made a video today. I put a video up today. It's just trading cards. My New Zealand Warriors. That's my rugby team that I support. So I got the latest this year's base set and silver foil sets for those cards. So have a look at that video, everybody, if you want to. And let's get Chris here to 500 subs, eh? Let's do that, eh?
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Would anything coming up? Outside of, let's see. So, you said you're not gonna make church on Sunday because you're going to the football game. But anything?
We got 2 weeks graphic content.
Yep.
We're gonna do that in a couple of weeks. That'll be kind of perfect timing because that'll be, I think, right before the auction. So you might see a little preview on graphic content of stuff we're gonna sell. I'm gonna sell. See if Bleak wanna pop on it. Anybody wants to pop on and show a preview that time. For the auction. What else? I'll have some videos. I got stuff back from CGC. Some they call quality control type stuff. So I gotta unbox that and check it out.
Yeah. So and you can also check us out on the rewind if you missed it yesterday. Yeah. We were live graphic content, so you can check out our episode from yesterday if you like.
Okay.
Yeah, that was actually a fun episode. Talking about the stuff we talked about. So, a lot of times we'll have people invite anybody who wants to come on. So, I have some CGC stuff coming up. I've been popping up on Sands' auction, not like to sell as much as really just to hang out. So check him out. And in 2 weeks we have the hunt. The hunt's gonna be back.
That's right.
And it's probably gonna be a lot going on because since we didn't have a show today, so y'all be ready. That was only the second time ever that Tony has not done a hunt show.
Okay.
Yep.
I must come back one day and have another.
Yeah, we would love to have you back. The door's always open. Yeah. So with that, basically go ahead and check all these guys out on their channels. Different stuff that they're doing, and I will be, I'm not sure the next live when I'm going to do that, but I will be posting some stuff on my channel as far as just books I picked up from Terrificon and a few other pickups like the stuff I showed tonight, the unboxing and everything like that. So everybody, thank you all for watching. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, girls. All right.